I forgot to warm up with just the bar, so I have on 135, and just gonna crank that for in between. Because usually I do the bar for 8, but I didn't want to do 135 for 8, so we did 6. And then we'll probably put on 225 and do that for like 2. But deadlift day today, 3x5. Just like yesterday, we are in fact working with new weight. I don't know yet because I have not calculated it, but we did get a new all-time max. And I think it's probably 495, or maybe, no, it's gotta be in the 500s, because I think my previous max was 615. That was the previous max. And during those times when I was doing percentage training for the 3x5, I think I was going up to like 490. So we have added on 15, 25, 35, 20 pounds to the new max. 635 is the new max. So we're definitely gonna be in the 500s. I am a little bit nervous just because like deadlift has been, it has been good. We've been like progressing. Like we got a fucking new max pretty smoothly. I think it would have went a lot more smooth if I didn't have the whippiness of the bar pulling me back down. But it hasn't been feeling as strong as my bench press. Like yesterday, bro, when I was benching with the new weight, I was not nervous at all. Shit was free. But like deadlift, it hasn't been feeling amazing to the point where like we're not stressing over the new weight. Like we have now entered 500 range for 3 sets of 5. So I'm a little bit nervous today. I'm hoping Ryan shows up for some motivation to help, calm me down. Just hold me, tell me everything's gonna be okay. But if not, we'll figure out how to manage by ourselves. I am using a stiff bar today, just because I don't know, bro. Like, I know people say that pulling on the deadlift bar is easier, and it is. You know what I mean? Especially if you're pulling sumo, you have that whip, less range of motion. But I don't like the whip, bro. I really don't. Like, when I was maxing and I was going for that 635, like, yeah, it feels good off the ground. But if you, like, when I was getting those, it's too quiet. All right. When I was getting those, deadlift shakes, and also just like once I got to about like right here, like when I was trying to walk it out, you know what I mean? I was kind of like shaking a little bit, and the whip, you know what I mean? Like it was literally pulling me back down as it was bouncing like up and down, literally pulling me back down, made it fucking 100 times harder to fucking lock out. So I don't feel like using the deadlift bar from this point on. Yeah, I don't feel like using the deadlift bar. I think I'm just gonna use the stiff bar, or at least not just like a straight up power bar, because there are deadlift bars that aren't as whippy as this. Like these are straight up power bars, bro. Like the Texas like power bar, whatever. You see how fucking thin this shit is? Like this shit will whip at like 315. You know what I mean? So I'm just done using these bars. They just whip too much for my liking. I know it's a little bit embarrassing using chalk for 315, but the hands are feeling especially sweaty. And since I am using this bar, it's a little bit thicker than the deadlift bar, so don't make fun of me. All right, on to the next. We're on a little bit of a learning curve today. It has been a fucking minute since I've used, since I haven't used, like I've been on these power bars for forever, bro, fucking months. So a little bit of a learning curve as we get used to, back use, forget it. What I was gonna say doesn't even matter anymore. Damn, bro, the learning curve for this is gonna be like, cause this shit is like straight up stiff, bro. It's not just like like you have this shit that whips like a motherfucker, and then you have other deadlift bars in here that are deadlift bars, but they're not as whippy as this. And then you have this, which just does not bend, dude. But it's all right, as long as we have him. It's hard to believe that anything could actually go wrong. Huh? Yeah, 15 minutes. I've said it once, I'll say it again. This fucking gym and the people in it, man. Like, come on, man. Like, that man literally stopped me from just, you know, having wrong weight. Not only that, he helped me fucking remove it as well, dude. Like, I love this gym and the people in it, you know what I mean? Solid. I just calculated the weight. Also, the reason I'm wearing these, not only to be stylish, of course, look good, feel good, but also because coming off of yesterday's bench session, the shit was just too easy, bro. Too easy. So I kind of put these on, and I'm gonna be deadlifting in them the whole session to kind of nerf myself, make it harder. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I did calculate the weight. We are going up to, I don't know why I dropped that off over there, but we are going up to over 500, 508. We're gonna round up to 510 pounds. And we're gonna get that weight on right now and hit that shit for 3 sets of 5. All right, so we got on the 510 pounds. We're rounding up instead of rounding down because, you know, we're kind of like that. First set with the new weight for 5s. On a bar we have not used yet. I'm gonna just really lock in, you know what I mean? Really use this set to get used to this bar and just get used to this new weight. I mean, it definitely felt like a first set. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I think that was like, I feel like I was gonna throw up. That could just be the pre-workout though. I did take an amount that I'm not used to. It's because it's a Tuesday. coming off a recording, getting back home at like 4 a.m. last night, editing till like 6. So usually Tuesdays, I do take more pre-workout than I'm used to, so could just be that. It felt good, but at the same time, it definitely felt like a first fucking set. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's new weight, stiff bar, to be expected. You know what I mean? To be expected. So I think we should be good for the second, third set. So I'm hoping this second set feels better than the first. It should. It should. We got the homie Tommy's belt, if you could show him real quick. Yeah. So this should help. And then we also have the presence of Ryan. Set. I feel like I'm literally about to fucking throw up. Like, no, on that last set, this whole area might become a splash zone. I'm not even kidding. But no, it feels good. It felt better in the first set. It still feels heavy, but new weight, stiff bar, shit's bound to happen. This shit's fire, bro. I need to figure out where Tommy got this shit from. Or if, like, this looks familiar to any of you guys. Like, let me know the brand, because I would love to cop one of these. I think it's fucking heat. The last set. We are not going heavier than this just because this is new weight. So there's no need to. Just gonna focus today on just cranking this out for the last set, getting used to this new weight. So yeah, one last set. And then we're fucking done. And hopefully I don't just fucking throw up all over the place. I don't know what it is, but it's like, as soon as I get to like that third rep, I feel like that like heat, like that hotness, like that type of shit that you get right before like you vomit, you know what I mean? And then I feel it start to come up on the last rep. So the biggest challenge right now is it's not about lifting the weight. It's about just fucking doing it without throwing up all over the fucking place. Because I've always promised to myself that I would never be one of those deadlifters that either pisses themselves on the platform or just yaks all over the place. You know what I mean? So we got to keep that streak going. I've made that the new ritual. So now we're like nice and hyped up. Or I could just like, it was like way too awkward. It was way too awkward to talk at that time because it was like way too fucking quiet. But I think maybe instead of doing whatever the fuck that was, maybe we could like awaken our violent tendencies, act like Barbella's like an actual person, and we're getting ready to just like kill her, you know what I mean? Like, so we'll try that, see how it works. Close the eyes. Imagine she's right here. Felt good all around today. Only thing I think I need to work on is once I explode off the ground, just continuing to stay tight on the way up and just smooth. You know what I mean? Just try to get that shit done in one motion. Because I feel like what I'm doing a little bit of is just kind of getting into it, exploding, and it's moving off the ground fast, the way I want it to at least. And it's kind of like I kind of loosen up. I don't stay tight, you know, once it comes off the floor like I should. And it's like I'll tighten back up for the lockout. So I need to just work on, if anything, getting into it, exploding, staying tight with it the whole way through, you know? But besides that, I'm happy. New weight on the stiff bar too. I mean, and the fucking Burks. No complaints.